Hi, welcome back to another video. So for this video I want to go through 5 tips and advice for before your art exam and also with the exam board, so the preparation for the exam. So let's get into it. So the first thing being for your boards, the backgrounds, please do not stress about making sure the background looks nice, because at the end of the day you're just sticking your artwork and your just other things like on a black piece of card. So please do not worry about it. It's not the end of the world if it's not the most detailed thing ever, because at the end of the day it's just your artwork that needs to be stuck on there and it just needs to be laid out neatly. That's the big thing that matters. And also you just don't have the time to worry about it. Like, you only have, I believe, about a month and a bit before to prepare for it. Like, just don't stress about it. Just make sure you get stuff down is what I can say. And number 2, make sure you have everything stuck down on your exam boards before it is being marked, and even if you can before the exam, because otherwise if it's not stuck down properly or stuck down at all, it just won't be marked. It will not be counted to your final grade. It's the same within your sketchbooks. You need to make sure everything's stuck down, otherwise it will just not be marked. So number 3, make sure before the exam you have everything you need in your folder or in your bag, because if you don't, you're going to go into the exam and not have anything, and also you can't bring in stuff once the exam started that's going to help you with your work. Like, you can't bring in something on the second, like a photo, you can't bring that in. Once the exam started, you cannot bring anything in. So that's why you need to double check the night before, the morning of the exam, that you have everything you need in your folder, in your bag, because otherwise you're just going to be a bit stuck if you've forgotten like most of the stuff. So number 4 isn't much of like a tip, a really big tip, but I think it's definitely like advice that I would definitely give. So I would really recommend getting to your exam as early as possible. So for me, we could get there at 8 o'clock for the exam, but we had to be there at least by 8:15 in order to set up. For my first mock, I got to school at 8:15. I regretted it so much. I barely had time to get ready. The teacher was being swarmed with questions, and when they needed stuff, it was just so rushful and stressful. So I think if you can, I would recommend getting there as early as possible. I mean, there were some girls in my class that got there at like 7:50. Like, just try and get as early as possible. It's just easier. So number 5, I would recommend planning what you're going to do during your exam, like the night before or even just through the course of a week, just to double check that you know everything that you're supposed to do during the exam. I mean, it's as long as I just would really recommend it, because I mean, I'm quite an organised person and I did that. And also making sure you have a backup plan just in case you finish really early, because I finished like 4 hours before the exam started, like before the exam ended. Like, I finished within 6 hours. So I think just making a plan, making sure you're organised and ready and it's clear what you need to do in the exam, and it helps you be less stressed because you're not worrying about, oh, I forgot to do this, because you have it all written down. I mean, I even wrote down what materials I would need to use just so that because I knew I would be too stressed to remember. So yeah, that's all the tips and advice I have to give for your exam. And I know the exam is next week, I'm pretty sure, so good luck to anyone who is going in the exam. But yeah, thanks for watching.